Okay, we're going to brine salmon and prepare it for smoking. And what I'm doing now is that I took most of the pin bones, but I'm just taking tweezers and I'm just taking out the rest of the pin bones. And they're usually just all along here, halfway through the fish. So once that's done, then you just kind of, I like to pat it dry. But you can smoke your salmon whole like this, and it's if you want to do that, that's fine. It's good for presentation, especially for like wedding receptions and parties and things like that. Otherwise, some people like to just cut them into chunks or bigger strips or whatever and smoke them that way. That's up to you. For what I'm doing, I am going to cut them into strips, and they're going to be about 1 inch to 1.5 inch strips. And the reason why I'm doing that is that I'm planning on brining my fish and smoking them and then canning them. And when you're canning them, it's usually good to have them in strips. So I'm just... Okay. So there I've got my 1 inch strips, and then what I'm doing now is I'm going to cut them into sections, and so there's one section right there, and here's another section right there, and this is the third one. Okay, so there I've got my sections, and then now I'm going to make my brine mixture, which is a dry brine, and you can do it any way you want, but this is the way how I do it. So I'm going to use dark brown sugar, pickling salt or kosher salt, and then also dried minced garlic. And what I use is 4 cups of brown sugar, which I've already put in here, and then 1 cup of salt. You shouldn't use iodine salt because it can kind of leave a minimally taste. That's a word. But okay, so about 1 cup. Two teaspoons minced garlic. And I'm just going to mix this all around and just kind of get the salt all incorporated in there. And this brine will probably do a whole salmon, so that means two salmon fillets. Okay, so it's pretty much, or it's well mixed, okay? Then I just get a pot, and I just take a trash bag and I put it over the pot. And I'm going to put some of this brine mixture on the bottom. Kind of spread it out evenly at the bottom of the pot. Like that. And then I'll take my salmon fillet, and what I'll do is you'll generously put your brine mixture in between the slits or the cut marks. And I'm just going to use my hands for this, and you want to get it on both sides, both the flesh side and the skin side. Okay. And then I'm going to lay this flat in the pot. I'm not using this to cook or anything, I'm just using it, you could use a bucket if you wanted to, but I'm just using it to if the bag happened to have a hole in it, that it wouldn't leak all over my fridge, that it would just stay in the pot. And so I'll continue to do this, and I prefer, once I get the bottom full of fish, then I like to have flesh on flesh and skin on skin. And that's just my preference. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but that's what I like to do. So I'm going to continue to do this with the rest of my fish, because as you can see, I have more fish underneath here. So I'm going to continue to do this, and once I'm done, I'm going to take the garbage bag and just try to get out all the air as much as possible, and then tie it off, and then stick it in the fridge for 8 hours or overnight. And once that's done, then I'll take it out of the fridge, and then I'll continue with the rest of the process.